Alright, what up YouTube? It's Q Ill. This video is gonna be a little different. Basically, I'm about to get my motorcycle all fixed. Finishing up fixing my motorcycle, and I just got insurance today, so I'm gonna start riding probably within a week. So I think it's a good time to teach you guys how to go about getting your motorcycle license if you would like. Um, I live in Southern California, so check everything, specific to your state. Not everything is gonna be the same, but I noticed for the most part it's pretty similar. So things to think about, and yeah, this I understand there's a lot to cover here, so it actually might take more than 10 minutes, but I'll just give you some insight on what I did, and hopefully I don't bore you to death, and I'm gonna try to show you as many things. Um, so first off, okay, so you want to get your license. You got to know all the laws and stuff. Easiest way is to go down to your DMV and get this. It's the California Motorcycle Handbook. It basically gives you like a generalized breakdown on not how to ride, but like how to ride a little bit more safely, assuming you already know how to ride. Also gives you some of the laws and, regulations of California, stuff you gotta have or stuff you should know. Um, Another thing that would help would be a bike. Yeah, so I have a '08 Ninja 250R. It's a very good beginner bike. And yeah, basically, it's like a really good beginner bike. People who want to get into sport bikes and stuff like that, it looks pretty similar, so it's pretty cool, I think. I had a CBR 600RR when I first started, and my friend just taught me, and it was not a good thing. I was hanging on to the bike for dear life. I would not recommend starting with the 600cc. I would recommend starting with the 250, getting at least a little bit comfortable on it. I'm thinking about moving up, but only because I have a kick-ass deal and I have a dedicated car that I have if I'm not feeling safe on the R6, which is what I'm looking at. All right, so what I did was I took the basic rider course. Whoa. The basic rider course basically takes you out on the course and teaches you how to ride in the safest possible manner, and they put you into all different scenarios. And what's awesome about it is that you have real, like, chillax instructors. They are intelligent and they have years and years of riding experience, usually in multiple different types of scenarios. Like, some of them race motocross, or they do cross country touring, or some of them race sport bikes. So they're very, very knowledgeable, and most of the time they're very friendly. I had a couple like Marine guys. They're a little bit strict, but it's life and death. You're not inside of a cage of metal, which is what we call people in cars, cagers. So I mean, there's a lot at stake. So yeah, it's serious business. I don't expect them to be any more relaxed than they were. Okay, so first thing I would say is if you're thinking about getting a bike, I would say enroll for the rider course. Even if you don't have a bike, who cares? Like, having your license is just like a license to ride whenever you want. Like, let's say your friend has a bike and they want to let you test ride it or whatever. You have a license to do that. So I think that's better having it than not having it. It's kind of like, never mind. Yeah, so yeah, basically the rider course, they will give you this book, and this book is really, really good. It breaks everything down, like in terms of how to prepare to ride, how to ride. Even they go a little bit into maintenance and like how to avoid crashing, and what to wear and what to do in certain situations. The course itself, I believe, is $250 if you're over 21, and $150 if you're under 21, because I think if you're under 21, they really want you to take the course. If you're over 21, you could actually test out of it by going directly to the DMV and just taking your test, writing test, and your permit writing test, writing and writing. I'm trying to emphasize that differently. Yeah, so that's how you can just pass out of it. But I recommend doing this. It's a lot better, and I think you'll get a lot more out of it, and you'll just be a safer rider in general. So, assuming that you want to do this, assuming that you're enrolled in this, let's continue on. What do you need? Okay, so I actually have more gear than this, but I'll just show you what I got. I have my Arai helmet, that is right here, DOT and Snell approved. I think they only care about DOT, but just in case, and you know, the Arai actually fits me better. If you go to any motorcycle store, they should have helmets. The bigger stores like Fun Bike Center here in San Diego, you know, any dealerships should have at least Arai and Shoei, which are my two favorite, but every helmet fits a little differently, and they also have different cheek pads and inserts you could put in. So Arai fits my small round head better, so I ride Arai, and yeah, I mean, I just try to pick one that looked badass. I got a really good deal on it. In case you guys can't tell, I didn't skimp on my gear, even if I didn't have a bike yet, because it's, you know, what you're riding with is half your protection. So, I mean, if your bike falls, it doesn't matter how expensive your bike is, it's going to break. But if you're wearing good gear, it could potentially save you from a lot of injuries. So I have these cities, can't really tell in that light, but yeah, they have really good ankle protection, really good grip on the bottom. I even have gel inserts if I want, and the thing I like about cities is a lot of the parts that might drag or make contact are replaceable. I think these are the Corsas, or Vertigo. I'm not sure. They all look the same to me, but again, I got a really good deal on those. I got these GP Pros, Alpine Star. I had GP Techs before, just as good, but I just like how the GP Pro looks better. The reason I got this is because the knuckles are very hard, and the gauntlet is also, you know, plastic, and it looks like it could hold up to the abrasion a lot better. And plus, I mean, just look at it, it looks badass. And my jacket, I actually picked this up on clearance, really good deal again. It's the Santa Monica Day and Easy titanium shoulder pads. That's not necessary. What to look for in a jacket? Good ventilation. If you want to use this jacket year round, you want one with a removable liner, which this one has. Oh, this is really not good lighting. Let me put it in here. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, what's really important is it has a removable liner. It has CE approved. That's the company that rates all the, not company, but I guess, yeah, whatever. The people who approve armor. You want CE approved armor basically everywhere you can get it. And mine has a speed hump. There's debate whether or not the speed hump actually helps anything. I just think it looks cool, and I know it does help with the aerodynamics of it. But I heard that it does offer a little bit extra protection and cushion if you do fall on your back or neck, because it kind of guards the back of your helmet when it hits like on the ground. So that's you know, who cares? You know, it looks cool. And there's no, I'm not just for looks, but I mean, if it looks cool and it doesn't hurt you, it could only help. Why not? So, I see that I'm almost out on time, so I think I'm gonna split this up into two videos. Please, if you guys are still interested, I'm gonna get into the meat and potatoes of this course and tell you guys what to expect. All right, see you on video 2, hopefully.